I'm Amy from Tennessee.
Please like and subscribe.
It was the wedding day of my cousin in Paris, the paradise of lovers. I was the bridesmaid. I got overwhelmed with the crowd and chose somewhere in the corner to sit down.
Hey, would you mind if I sit here?
Not at all. Go ahead.
I'm John, a friend of the groom.
Oh, good to see you. I'm Amy, a cousin of the bride. I thought, what a nuisance at first, but later I found him pleasant to talk to and became close with John because of his cordiality. He liked traveling and I liked taking photos. He did not like crowded places and I liked quietness. We both had a hobby in reading. I adored plants and John also liked to plant greenery.
The wedding's a bit noisy, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't expect it would be this crowded.
Buy a black coffee and get a free chocolate bar at a cafe near Eiffel Tower is what they say.
Really? I'm into chocolate, you know. Can you bring me there? John and I sneaked out of the wedding without letting others find out. We walked together side by side and even played the word connect game. Arriving at the cafe, they were offering the heart-shaped chocolate to the couples. After ordering a black coffee for me and a latte for John, we went up to the attic. There were small round tables with white chairs in a balcony-like setting overlooking the whole Paris city. I could see Eiffel Tower clearly from the side of the table. The sun's setting soon.
Yeah.
John told me about himself gazing at the fading sun, how he lived, and the things he experienced at the front line. He shared a gripping narrative of the number of days they had to go through the jungle just to arrive at the combat zone.
Last time, the battle lasted 2 whole days, switching attack and defense. It took months just to arrive at the battle zone.
Being a soldier means more than meets the eye.
Well, I'm used to it.
Our conversation became quiet again. I restarted the conversation after both of us finished the remaining coffee in the cup. Since you have to go deep into the jungle, how do you notify the families here if something happens?
We have to hand in the contact information in advance in case we die or injured during the battle.
Ah, I see.
Some gave contacts of their wife or lover, some gave the number of their parents.
So, whose name did you give?
Can Amy give me your number?
Why so sudden?
I want to give Amy's number when I go to the front line this time.
John stood up from his chair and claimed my lips. Then his fingers played with my hair, stroking and caressing. We did not say much lovey-dovey words, but we became lovers since that day. We went around Paris hand in hand and visited well-known tourist spots in his cabriolet. If you ask me what I like about John, I've got to say his captivating blue eyes which stare straight into my soul, and his warm chest. Before long after coming back to Tennessee, John had to return to the battlefront. I wrote several letters but did not receive any single reply. At first, I excused myself by assuming John was busy and on the march away. However, I found out John was safe and sound from my cousin's husband when I inquired as I got desperate after getting no reply for 4 or 5 months. I became sick of it when there was no reply from John exactly for 1 year. I got embarrassed of myself for sending love letters continuously without a shame. Thus, I wrote the last letter to John putting an end to our story. Don't let yourself get hurt too much. Let bygones be bygones. You have to move on your life.
I can't forgive him for playing with my feelings, but don't worry, sister, I decided to let go.
I resented him so much that I decided to marry with Peter, who has a crush on me since we were at university. I thought this method was the best to forget John completely. Peter, are you certain you'll never leave me?
Of course, Amy. I've been in love with you since we were kids. If you accept me, I will be with you forever.
I see, then let's get married. It was my wedding day with Peter. I still cannot figure out if my actions were right or wrong. John?
Are you leaving me, my love?
Why are you here? Leave here this instant. My tears fell down. John ran towards me and pulled me into his embrace. Then he said he was undergoing the treatment because his thigh had been injured. At first, he thought he would definitely be disabled and did not contact me. After recovering completely, he was about to come see me, and he made a run here as soon as he heard my wedding news. He cried as he recounted these events. He knelt before me and said,
Can you give me a second chance?
Too late. Everything is over.
No, it isn't. The wedding hasn't begun yet. Do you love me?
I ran away from the wedding with John, till Paris where no one could follow us. John proposed to me at the very cafe we first met. I am well aware I will have to deal with all the fuss when I go back, but I'm ready to overcome everything with our love.